it's only gonna let me record like this. So here are my cats in the background. Um, okay, there we go. I'm just grabbing my cards. Give me a second. um, there's this really annoying hunger I get. Whenever somebody wants to talk to me, someone wants to get to me, someone wants to do something with me, I get like hungry as fuck. Like I don't understand where that hunger is coming from. Oh, I was looking for this. Oh, give me a second. Okay, but hey guys, so I want to see if this color will look good on me. Oh my gosh, I'm almost all healed. Like the shit that they've done to me, bro. Let me see this. The color is true. Pyro. Ooh. Okay, let me just flip the cards upright. All the cards. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna flip it, reset the deck really quickly. I get that sense when I'm breathing, everything is seeming okay, everything is doing what it's supposed to do, and then all of a sudden I'm choking. Or like I'm sitting down and I feel someone talking about me, and then all of a sudden I'm feeling backstabbing. You know what I mean? Like, and then somebody else was saying like someone wanted to take advantage of like my gifts. Was it for them that I wouldn't know what my gifts are? And it's like I'm so annoyed. I'm frankly so annoyed because like I'm so tired of these people who trauma bond because all they know is trauma. So it's like imagine if you get inspired by a beautiful meadow. They've never been inspired by beautiful meadow. So they assume that inspiration only comes about by bloodshed, murder, destroying people's lives, stealing from them. And I don't understand. I don't get the purpose of their existence in our reality. And I still like I'm more and more I'm starting to realize and recognize that they are purposeless in their existence in our reality, and that they serve nothing and no one, and they serve no God. Like they don't serve the most high. They don't serve themselves. They don't serve at all. And then it's like like everything is in servicehood of some sort. Everything has some sort of purpose to service something, right? That's how things work through service. And their energy is purposeless, serviceless, and you know what I mean. It's just like they serve nothing, and like they're pointless and purposeless in this reality, in this universe. And then people are like will like to say like, oh well, does everything need a purpose? Does everything need would you call it? Yes, yes it does. Yes, yes, yes. Then they say things like, oh well, what about their free will? Their free will is supposed to have purpose. If they look like they have free will and it's not purposeful, then it's not free will. Like it's really that simple. Let's keep going. I don't like how white this thing makes me. Like it makes me look real gray and pale. And you see how slow it is sometimes. Yeah, that's why I never really like Samsung because the how it gets triggered like that. Anyways, let's keep see what's going on collective. So yeah, there's judgment, ancestral betrayal. So there's like that traditional curse energy. There's judgment on the traditional curses. So like there's traditional curse breaking. Yeah, some of those traditions may have to do with meals, food. Okay. So Knight of Pentacles is like independence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Yeah, this is like our why, profit. Profit. So energy, there's profitable energy here. So it's like there's some sort of like loss that was a curse and tradition. It's like anytime there was something profitable in the energy, some resentment will come through to force a loss instead of a profit, to corrupt the energy of profit. Emolumentation is here, so legacy is here as well. Yeah, so there's the musing. It's like a muse energy. And then there's the Page of Pipes with the walking away energy, acceptance. Yeah, remorse. So something was accepting some sort of remorse or loss, like non-consensually incurring for some sort of remorse or loss in profitable energy. Yeah, false glory. It's giving. Yeah, there it is. The Tower. Yeah, because there was some energy that thought that there was some sort of security, false sanctity. I'm so sick of them, yo. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of them. Yeah, animal abuser, necromancy, wind caller, sona, uses rumors and whispers to shift group direction. Yeah, deciding those with strong deceiving those with strong longing, acts as if the dead are living. So cruel sporting. So they cruelly, it's like these people who cruelly um act as if that there's like some sort of like they act as if like that they're not trying to deceive people with strong longings, bro. It's like, let's say you long for some sort of life, you long for some sort of success, you long for something. There's these motherfuckers, these energies, these people, these who literally see that you're longing for something. They will see you're longing for something. You're like, oh my gosh. Like one day, oh my gosh, like one day. I can't wait till I get to that position. I'm working towards it. It's gonna be successful. I'm getting there. Then there they come, like, are you looking for? Are you like all the time? They always come about whenever it's like some sort of like you start looking forward to something. You start looking forward to something. I know my paycheck is coming in a specific time. I've worked to get that paycheck for that specific time. You know what I mean? So I'm waiting for the paycheck. As I'm thinking, I'm longing about all the things that I'm going to be doing with my paycheck. There they go, trying to be like, acting as if that the money, like, you know what I'm talking about now? Acting like you know what I mean? Where's my fee? Where's my fee? Where's mine? Where's my hug at? Where's my hug at? Where's mine at? All the time. You be talking about like, oh, I'm so excited for this new event that we're planning. Where's my event? Where's my? This is why they try to beat me up type shit. Because they don't know when their next breakthrough is coming through, when their next break is coming through, where their next. That's the traditional curse energy. Because they don't know, they are wisdomless, they have no purpose. Why would they know when or how or when or what's if they don't even know anything about who they are? They don't know anything about themselves. They want to know when something is gonna be coming for somebody else so they can pretend as if it's coming for them. It's never gonna come for them, especially with that mindset. Especially when they think it's coming to them. And now especially would never. They're gonna have to wait until next lifetime if they get one. Bait fisher persona drops tempting opportunities that conceal traps. Yeah. So this is what I'm trying to say. They bait fish. They bait fish in other people's abundant longings. Literally, they bait fish. Like let's say I'm excited to buy a new utensil. It's these dumb ass advertisers. I'm not talking about real advertisers. I'm talking about the dumbass advertisers that will be clinging on to what they think who's the new trendsetter, who's not the new trendsetter. They want to be like, well, you can get 50% off the fucking forks and knives and this, that. Okay, maybe I'm just getting one. Not everybody is getting it. In fact, everybody done already bought it. I'm the last person to get it. I'm just looking at the reviews type of situations. All these people are late. They're late. Key forger persona creates false access points to lure people into traps. You see what I'm saying? So not only are they trying to, so there's a, what is it called again? I was saying profitable energy. There's profitability in the situation in the sector, right? This is there's a profitable sector that I'm manifesting. I'm longing for that sector to exist, right? I'm longing for the existence of that sector so that there would be a bigger horizon expansion within business, right? Then they wanna act like as if it's empty space. You see what I'm talking about now? So it's like, for example, I bought a new building, right? I bought a new plot of land for a new building, right? And once I bought that plot of land, I'm now investing in the building in itself, right? So I'm putting like a billboard sign, whatever flyer, being like, oh, that building is so and so, like this is gonna be a new apartment complex, da 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 da. There they go. Buy this and this and this and do you need new plates and new bags and new handles and new da, 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 and plastering it all over the building. And it's like, my investment is not going to be your opportunity to display your advertising. You see what I'm saying? My profitability is not for you to now take access, for you to now falsify some sort of insider trading bullshit. They're trying to commit to some sort of insider trading, illegal insider trading kind of situation, and they think that they're going to be fine, like type of situation. Thrives in environments of chaos, distress, and scarcity. You see what I'm saying? So they want to create some sort of rumors. They want to falsify some sort of access, and then they want to bait people into causing some sort of calamity. So then later they will they want to act as if that they're investing in advertising their solutions when they got none. That's basically what it is. Yeah, path blocker persona. Closes off opportunity to force others down a chosen route. Latch persona. Attaches to powerful people to rise with them. And that's really what it is. That's the tradition. The tradition is to block other people, cause loss of opportunity to people by blocking their opportunity for profitability. They try to block other people's opportunity for profitability to latch on to their adaptation, like a parasite. You know, a parasite enters a person's body. They disrupt their system, and then they use the healing aspects of the person's body to cloak themselves, so that when time comes and the parasite gets activated, that's what I'm saying. That's why I get this deep hunger. It's like a parasite. They're looking for a way to adapt to a situation. Well, I want to see what happens when you get beat up and you get put down and you get this and that and that and that, and how you're going to adapt to the opportunity. Now how are you going to get out of the situation? Maybe I will just die. Maybe I'll just take you down to the hell with me. How about that? How is that for adapting to a situation? If I know that God is sending me to hell being an earth angel, that I'm going to be the one to get out of that hell, then why not drag everybody else down with me? Everyone can go, and then I'll be the only one to get the fuck out. Talk about humility. God is gonna be the one to grab me out of that hell. Why? Because he's the one that sent me there to drop you down there. Because guess what? Morning star shit. Things they will never understand. And that's the same thing they're thinking, that their pride is gonna take them down there and they're gonna be the ones to drop. Thank you for doing my job for me. I'm out. I'm still going to be the one getting paid. Incestuous. You see? Abuses kingship. You see what I'm saying? Leviticus 18, 6 through 17, 1 Corinthians 5 through 1, 5, 1, Surah 4, 23, 10 evil acts, 3 of body, third body evil. Bait layer, Sona, leaves tempting opportunities designed to trap. Yeah, bloodshedder. Induces rage and violence against life and death. Murder spree of any and all. See? Deuteronomy 27:25, Matthew 23:35, Surah 17:33, Manusmriti 5:89, 10 evil acts for his body evil. See what I'm saying? They can't tell the difference between their subconscious and their unconscious mind. That's the thing. They can't tell the difference between who they are when they're asleep and who they are when they're curating actions. Like in consciousness, when they're thinking about what to do next, when they're thinking, they don't know who they are. To them, it's that when they're asleep, they're doing the same thing that they are doing when they're awake. That's the thing, that they can't tell the difference. That means that the same amount of profit that they think they're making asleep is what they think they should be making when they're awake. It is that they're thinking that they're going to be leaving to others. You see what I'm saying? Leaves tempting opportunities designed to trap. What they think they're going to be leaving to others is what they think is going to be paying them. So they want to leave opportunities or falsify opportunities for others to trap those people into scenarios in which they assume that they're not going to have to pay for or repent for. Yeah, selfish. Projects expense to falsify dilution of interest. Attempts to deflect intensity. Abuses all servicehood. Proverbs 28:25. Philippians 2:3. Surah 108. Bhagavad Gita 16:21. 10 evil acts. Confucian vile list. 3 of mind. That's what it is. They project. So it's like whatever kind of hellgate that they have inside their mind, it's being closed and it's being closed. That's the thing. It's being locked. So no one can enter that energy anymore. That means that they're going to be stuck in the hell that they created for themselves. Candle snuffer persona. Yeah, because they were dreaming about extinguishing hope and momentum before it can grow for others by trying to latch onto people's adaptation of their crimes. So let's say what I adapt to the situation that is occurring to me right now, they will be like as if that they ever did anything to come about some sort of profit from the situation, whether it's writing a book about it, whether it's taking pictures about it, getting famous of it, people knowing who they are, all of it is being shut the fuck down. All of it. People are seeing them as extremely psychotic. For especially attempting to profit off of somebody else's adaptation to their crime. False healer Sona. Pretends to mend but introduces new harm. There they are. Signal interceptor persona. Takes messages meant for others to distort them. And that's exactly what people are starting to see now. Is that they are a thief of people's messages. So let's say there's a message now that we've learned here today. What have we learned here today? Well, I would like to tell you guys what we've learned here today. But these are the individuals, those people who cause these crimes, want to make it seem as if that there's a moral of the story for them, when there's no moral of any story when it comes to them. They are immoral. You see what I'm saying? They don't want to accept the fact that immorality kills. They don't want to accept the fact that they're going to have to pay karma for that. Mass collector Sona. Steals personas from others to use later. You see? No honor amongst thieves. Ruthless. Deceptive around delight of everyone. insatiable, pitiless, ruinous idiot. Isaiah 13:9, Romans 1:31, Surah 2:85, Bhagavad Gita 16:9, 10 evil acts, 3 of mind. Yeah, there's the adaptability. So they were trying to cause issues in adaptability, issues in instinct, issues for instinct to adapt. Yeah, to cause spiritual, like disparity, like spiritual cut off, like to cause a spiritual distancing. Be false space, to create some sort of falsified, to create some sort of wrath, basically. Yeah, they thought that their wrath was mightier than God's wrath. They wanted to compete with the Most High God on whose wrath is worse, basically. So to destroy and eliminate all the resources from everyone so that they can claim as if that they never had resources to begin with. That's what it is. That's what they wanted people to comply to. They wanted people to be obedient, to not moving forward, to not healing, to not retrospecting, to not adapting, to not overcoming. They wanted people to be obedient, to stealing gifts. They wanted people to be obedient to stealing gifts from people, to lying to people. They wanted people to be obedient. Yeah, you see, they wanted people to be obedient to that. See, to causing destruction, to causing heartache, to causing regret, to causing remorse, to causing evil, to causing a corruption. They want people to be obedient to the corruption, be obedient to them stealing. They want people to be obedient to their oppression. They want people to be obedient to them stealing from them. They want people to be obedient. Look what I'm saying. They want to steal the obedience. People will be, there's billions of people out here going to school, studying for their masters, for their bachelors, for their PhDs. And these fools want them to be obedient to giving what we earn to them, so that they can steal it. They want them to be obedient to them. These are idiots who don't even know how to spell esophagus. They don't know how to spell shit. They don't even know how to spell their own fucking name for real. But they want to go around and want people who are high investors, multimillionaires, future leaders to be obedient to them. They think they're going around bullying people, nerds, like me. They think they're going around laughing and and beating people up, thinking that it's some sort of authority. Meanwhile, the multimillionaires are looking at them. Who built the fucking building here 3 years ago? These fucking idiots. So when the multimillionaires knew that these fools and their fucking great-grandparents were slaves that built the homes that these multimillionaires' great-grandparents grew up in. So the multimillionaires built this building 3 years ago for these idiots' great-grandsons who the great-grandparents were slaves. And they put them in this building and are watching them commit all these crimes. Is it to give them their freedom? Absolutely not. They're not gonna get no motherfucking freedom in this bitch. Back to slavery it is. Since they needed to learn their lesson. So your great-grandparents, slave masters gave you a home. And you use that apartment building, you use that house to go and beat people up who are not of the same, family. Now you think you're going to get some sort of freedom? Isn't that the stupidity of the whole situation? They didn't grasp what the fuck is going on. What kind of test it was. So your grandmother, grandfather worked on the soil on this land, rose up your grandfather's masters. And so those masters, as to compensate for the whole situation, decided to build extra resources, extra churches for your dumbass. So you decide to use those resources to beat people up? And you think you're getting freedom and salvation from who? From who? Because I'm easily your great grandfathers and your great grandmothers that are dead. They're dead. Then they want to act like they weren't stealing resources. They weren't trying to force people to be adaptable to a situation so that they can steal the profits from the adapting of the situation as well. The bare minimum. The bare minimum what you get from adapting to a situation. They wanna steal that too. They want to steal what you get from when you get it, when you earn it. And then they want to steal what you get from adapting from when they were stealing from it. Are you serious? So let me die. Let me kill myself. Let's see how you survive without me then. Isn't it me you're stealing from? Isn't it us they're stealing from? So let us die. And let's see how the fuck they'll survive then. What's the fucking problem? When they don't have shit to live for, with their stupid, they don't even know how to farm. They don't know how to farm. They don't know how to take care of ingredients. They don't know how to take care of resources. They don't know how to do research. They don't know how to read. They don't know how to write. They don't know how to be analytical. They don't know how to be logical. But then they want to look at you and call you crazy. And call collective stupid. They want to look at me and look at my well-educated ass and call me stupid for the reason why they had to beat me up. They couldn't use their words. They couldn't hire a fucking lawyer. They couldn't even stand up for themselves in fucking court. Half of their court officials are fake too, using them to be able to get an insight on their housing situation so that they can decide whether or not they were gonna let these people free the first time or no, around or not. They want to laugh at me at the fact that the judge called me paranoid. But the judge also looked at me to explain to me about the situation and said to me, do you know that there are two different perspectives within a matter? These fools can look at me and think I'm the one that's paranoid in the situation about them and think that they fooled the court system to making them believe as if I'm truly paranoid. But the judge, in fact, knows that I'm paranoid for no reason. I'm mad at for no reason. These stupid fools are going to die and go to jail regardless. Why am I stressing out? I'm always going to be okay. I'm well educated. I got resources that will protect me, and I will stand up for myself and just do time. And God is looking out for me. Why the fuck should I be scared of these niggas and whores? So the judge called me paranoid. There's two perspectives you can see of the situation. I'm going to be all right. These fools, not so much. They're binded to the bullshit that they're in. Yeah, you see, this is what it is. Academy. That's what it is. Academy. Academic success. Because these motherfuckers have never had any kind of academic success in their fucking lives. You know, there's an academic career pathway that you can get so that you can receive higher access and all. Those idiots know nothing of academic acquisitions. They know nothing of academic acquisitions. The highest grade that they had in their life was an F. They failed everything that they've done, and they're the weakest fucking link in our societies. And they want to act like beating people up gives them some sort of where? The same people that are profiting off of the snuff films are the same multimillionaires laughing at your ass. Who owns X, Twitter, Elon Musk? All these idiots are beating each other up, causing fights so that they can impress multimillionaire, their master, Elon Musk. Look at these idiots. They're going around acting as if that Elon Musk isn't putting energy and Trump isn't putting resources to keep these stupid fools trapped. Who's the one that can't adapt to the situation? Them. Their whole lives, they've never been able to adapt to shit. That's a core human quality, is to adapt. That's basic. Then they want to beat people up to act like they're going to get something out of the situation. They think that's how manifesting works. As if dharma, karma, or balance, or the universe, or even God has anything to do with that. Them and their stupid asses. The universe doesn't even align with them. Delusional. Yeah, they thought that the emperor... Let me tell you something. The emperor doesn't steal. My son, as should be my son, doesn't steal. My son doesn't steal. Yeah? My son doesn't steal. My son doesn't lie. He doesn't get cheated on. He doesn't cheat. He doesn't do shit like that. What else? So these stupid fools could never. They're sons of bitches. And that's who they've called themselves and their parents. That's how they've enslaved their parents. That's what they think about their mothers and fathers. They think that their mothers and fathers are the same pieces of shit that they are. They think they're just like their parents. And that's how they dishonor them. Thinking that they're gonna take some sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they thought that they were going to make submittance look like something it wasn't. Make it seem as if someone was submitting to them. Make it seem as if anyone was submitting. Isn't the reason that they were beating people up is because they lack discipline? They lack any kind of control and power. That's why they put their hands on women. It's the weakest fucking niggas that put their hands on women. The weakest ones who lack all of the authority, all of the control, and all of it. They lack resources, they're broke, they're stupid, and they can't do shit in life. That's exactly why they put their hands on women. And it's the weak-ass women that think they're fucking women. Those little bitches. That make it look as if they're fawning. They're fawning. It's a defense mechanism. Fawning. Oh, baby, I'm so sorry. Oh, no, that's not real. It's not real. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have. That's all fawning. That's a defense mechanism. Give that bitch $1,000 and watch her throw you to the fucking curb, nigga. It's all a defense mechanism. I'm so sick of them. Yeah, because they thought that they had some sort of, I don't know what the fuck this is. Pride. That's pridefulness. They thought they had some sort of pride. So let me tell you what the fuck a real pride is, yeah? A pride is a community. It's a group. It's a group. It's a society. Right? Because what is a group of lions? A pride, right? But watch how one of the sons in a pride can challenge the king of the pride. And if that king loses, then they are exiled. then the son becomes the new king of the pride. The rules of the pride are that the strongest must lead, right? And that's where the glory of the pride lion, right? The glory of the pride is held in the mane. You see what I'm saying? In the mane of the lion. The glory of a pride is the mane of the lion. Abi is the shine. They thought they had some sort of glory. These idiots that are not lions, let me tell you, they're not lions. So I don't know where they decided to, because they were walking around like beasts. They thought they had some sort of glory that they needed to protect. What glory? What glory? Is it their small little dick? Their little penis? Is their little penis? That's what it is. Yep, that's their penis. They want to protect their penis. They wanted to make it seem like they were protecting their penis, their glory. Making it seem like they were protecting their... That's what it is. That's what it is. Please, isn't that the same cheating, lying bastard that motherfuckers was trying to... I'm so tired of these idiots. Because why do we have to know that they're a cheating, lying bastard? Why do we have to know that? Why do we have to know that? We don't care how many STDs that they think they don't have. We don't care. We don't give a fuck, man. They could die today and we wouldn't care. We wouldn't. It wouldn't matter. I don't know why the fuck these people don't understand this shit, man. It literally would not change the world. In fact, it would change the world for the better. For the better. If these lying, cheating, women-beating assholes would die, it would do so much better for the universe. But there's something called protocol. And that's what we obey with God, is the protocol of the divine. And these people don't understand shit about it because they don't follow protocol. So they're thinking that they're getting away with something because they don't follow protocol. It's like an idiot. You know what it is? It's giving like a fool. Like you know when someone goes, well, I don't follow that. They say that they don't follow the commandments so that so karma won't hit them because they don't follow the commandments. Because apparently karma only hits those who follow the commandments and then break the commandments. Abi, you see what I'm saying? So it's like someone saying that they don't have to follow the law because they never had to follow the law before. You see what I'm saying? It's like saying like, well, because they don't follow the law, they shouldn't have to get restricted by the law. You see what I'm saying? It's like they're that stupid. They're actually that stupid. They think that the law doesn't apply to them. They think that the law doesn't apply to them as if universe, you know, like water isn't wet, air isn't dry. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Like they think that the law doesn't apply to them. Gravity is not real. Like I said, these motherfuckers think that their dream states, them thinking in when they sleep is the same thing as reality. They think that them when they sleep, when they close their eyes to now think of their dream states and their dream realms, them when they're curating dreams and aspects of their dreams in their head is the same thing as real life. When they walk around, as if that in their dream, when they punch something, the consequences are the same as when you punch someone in real life. You see what I'm saying? They're thinking that in their brain, if they imagine fraud, right? If they steal from someone, the consequences are the same. In their dream states, in them dreaming inside it, dreaming them in their sleep. I shit you not. They think that in their sleep, when they kill someone, the consequences are the same as them killing someone IRL. They don't think that any kind of law applies or that there's anyone watching them, and like there's no such thing as an investigation. Police aren't real. Government is not real. Like shit like this. Like they're fucking crazy. They're really out here, like, making it seem like trying to force people to make it seem like we live in a lawless society. Like, no one is going to investigate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, do you know how many gang movies have been talked about? It's like a someone being let go by the police, right? And they're like, yeah, like, we're not gonna arrest you, the police is saying, right? The police is waiting for them to lead them to all their gang members so they can arrest everyone all at once. Is the dumbest motherfuckers that they choose to do this. Like, why would it be someone who would know all this stuff? Why would it be someone who would be smart enough to dodge the situation? You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing that pisses me off. I'm the one that's hurt by it. You know what I mean? So all the patients that I'm having in a situation where they're laughing at my patients, they're laughing at my patients, they're laughing at my, you know, patience has gotten me a lot in life. You know, patience has gotten me a lot in life. Mind you, patience has taught me a lot. Patience is the one thing pride cannot stand. Too. Pride hates patience. Pride really hates patience. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Ace of joints with the Queen of buds. Ace really hates, like I say, Ace. Pride really hates patience. Yeah. Yeah, see, innocence. Because patience is one of the most innocent, most blameless. Yeah, exactly. So they're thinking that, I don't know what it is. That's secret. So gossip, I be time. So they think that time doesn't measure shit, is what it is. Oh, like time heals. Healing is measured. Healing is measured. They think that things don't have measure to them. Oh, that's what it is. They think that things don't have a measure. Things can't be counted for, or things can't be measured. That's what they think. Yeah, that's what they think. They think that there are things that can't be measured. What, do you think we have infinity for no reason? Yeah, that's the dumbass wish, for things to not be measured. You know, when things are sustainable, it goes through by measurement. Measurement. They think measurements don't matter. That's what it is. They think measurements don't matter. Yep. Wow. They think measurements don't matter. Something about that. You know, like size doesn't matter type shit. Yeah. They think measurements don't matter. You see what kind of, you can see how all this will be fun and games and jokes. It will be fun and games and jokes until it's not funny anymore. But it does. But measurements do matter. But measurements do matter. They do matter. They materialize, don't they? They do matter. You know what it is? I've been through this situation before. I've seen couples like that, false couples like that before. It'll be a woman that's really struggling her whole life. She'll be talking about she really can't stand her boyfriend's dick because she can't fuck. Like, it's too bad. It's like awful. Like, she doesn't get her nut off. Like, it's the most terrible straight. It's fucking with her lifestyle. You know what I mean? She can't sleep. She can't eat. It's like she's bothered. She doesn't know how much, like, she can stand it anymore. Like, she's been lying to the motherfucker since they met type situation. You know what I'm talking about? I've seen some shit like that. Then the guy is actually the worst motherfucker on earth. And she's still staying with him because she feels bad for lying about her satisfaction. And then they're both in a toxic relationship with each other and toxic dynamic. Tell me where the fuck I'm supposed to be involved in this situation or dynamic. Did I pick the small dick motherfucker to feel unsatisfied by? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think I picked a small dick motherfucker to be unsatisfied by. As far as I'm concerned, God's glory is greatest. You heard me. You heard me. Why do you think we say he's a man? You heard me. So measurement does matter, after all, doesn't it? So that's something that's been overcome. Traditional curse. Glory is important. So glory matters. Pride is when remember when pride is cowardice. It's always small dick motherfuckers that be claiming that they got the biggest and the baddest and the best. Isn't that pride? But then when somebody has glory, you never see them trying to show it off. In fact, it's always them trying to be like, oh, let me measure out the situation so there's enough space and capacity, right? They care about space, capacity, timing, right? That's because they got glory and they're responsible for it. Look at them now taking responsibility. They know their impact. Whereas when someone doesn't know their fucking impact, they don't understand shit of shit. Yeah. That's it. It's not funny anymore. It's not funny anymore. That's why they're rapists. That's why they're rapists. That's why they're rapists, fornicators, coerce people into relationships, always want to coerce people to fuck them, always want people committing to lies around them. Yeah, they thought they were going to carry some sort of false victory. They thought they were going to have a new life or something like that. They thought they were going to build a new chapter or something like that. They thought they were going to have some sort of change or something. I can see it in the cars. You know when you say you can't change your fucking fate? You know when you say that? And motherfuckers be adapt to the fates. Nah, adapt to the circumstances, bitch. Adapt, not the fate. The fate is gonna be there whether they like it or not. Let's talk about it. What's their fate? Holy Spirit, what are these people, these individuals' fates? What's their fates? Yeah. So they're gonna think that they're starting some sort of wild journey, something new, something, you know what I mean? Something inspiring, something that they're gonna be inspired by. Yeah, they're thinking that they're doing this because they think that that's what the Empress energy is in, feminine energy, right? Feminine energy always comes up with something new to go along with, but they think it's completely new. They think it's a breakthrough for them. It's a breakthrough for them. They've never experienced this shit before. They think that it's gonna be a completely a new experience of see the thing they're gonna take. What you call it? What is this what is the 7 of Swords? Prostitutes, I shit you not, prostitutes. They think that they're going to what you call it, receive some sort of income by how well they lie about being on that dick, unmerciful. They're gonna really lie about, oh yeah, oh my god, yeah, like that's what they think they're gonna do. They're gonna like, oh my god, it's the best ever, holy shit, yeah. That's what they're gonna be doing, right? They think they're inspired, right? They're gonna be getting some sort of victory. Yeah. Oh my god, you're the best, the best. And the nigga's gonna be on some, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm the nigga, I'm the main nigga type shit. I'm the main nigga, I'm the emperor, oh, I'm gone, oh, I'm gone, like type shit. That's them. I shit you not, that's what they're gonna be doing. That this is their fate, right? They're gonna be nutting and all that jazz. And then when that's done, it's over. They're gonna get like, I guess, I don't know what that is. That 10 of Swords. Yeah, it's over. That's it. Yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what that is. To be honest, disobedient. Yeah. Yeah. They're gonna be seen as like forcefully trying to force obedience. Yeah, they're gonna be seen as trying to force obedience in others. Mm-hmm. They're gonna be seen as that, trying to force obedience in others. Yep, death with the what you call it? Yeah, whatever it is that they thought was upholding them, was making them some sort of standard, or upholding a standard for them, is going to be destroyed. Yep, exactly. Whatever it is that they thought was upholding some sort of standard of measure, that's what it is. Yeah. So they're gonna have an ego death, is what it is. Yeah. That's what it is. They're gonna have an ego death, because whatever it is that they were thinking that was upholding some sort of standard for them is gonna be like debunked. Yeah. They're gonna be debunked. Whatever it is that they were upholding as a standard of measure is debunked. Yeah, whatever standard that they thought that they had, whatever place that they thought that they had in the world that was of some sort of rank or standard, is going to be debunked. It's going to be destroyed. Yeah, it's going to be like, yeah, there's going to be like, no one's going to really pay attention to them. Like, it's gonna be that energy of like, if they try to go with their homeboys are gonna be like, ew, like, why are you low-key trying to like do that shit? Like, that's weird, right? And then the other homegirls, and like these are real situations. Like, they're gonna try and test this theory out. They're gonna try and make it seem as if that it's not that way. Like I said, they're gonna try and control their fate, but then the situation is gonna come through, like, it's gonna make things worse for them. People are gonna start seeing that these people are desperate, and they were trying to be parasitical in a situation, then destroy and hide themselves, try and, leech off of them. People are gonna start waking up to realize that these motherfuckers has been trying to steal from them from the get-go. Like, people are not gonna want to hang around them. Like, people are gonna start recognizing that these people are trying to cause like situations that they want to adapt to, so that they can try and steal those adaptation, what you call it, rituals or stuff like that. Like a what is it called again? It's like a breakthroughs, like trying to steal people's breakthroughs, right? People are going to start seeing them trying to steal their breakthroughs and shit like that, right? Then they're gonna back the fuck away from them. Like, these niggas is weird. Like, they're gonna start seeing them as weird as hell, right? Like, they're gonna see them as weird as hell. No standard, no fucking, no nothing. Period. Weirdos type shit. Yeah. They're gonna, like, whatever kind of fucking false ass source of inspiration that they were trying to make it seem like they had, like, that shit is gonna be seen right through. Gonna have an ego death. Yeah, they're gonna have an ego death as fuck. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, the best thing ever, oh my god. I don't know if they're gonna hear someone be like, oh my gosh, that's like the smallest, tiniest, fucking most repulsive dick I've ever had. Yeah, bribe taker, you see what I'm saying? They're taking their glory as a bribe. Yeah. So these stupid ass men that aren't really men, these stupid ass niggas have been giving off their glory, giving away their glory. No wonder. They've been giving away their glory, giving away their glory, giving away their glory, giving away their glory. Right? And then when all that they have is left is pride, they want to act as if that their pride is worth something. So that's why they commit to all these bullshit acts, right? They try to act like their pride is worth something when it's nothing. It's worth nothing. Right. It's worth nothing. Yeah, exactly. So they try to leverage their pride to people as if that they're to a community of people, to make it seem as if that people people are only worth what their pride is giving, right? But then people are starting to recognize that these people have never had glory in their lives. They've never earned glory in their lives. Yeah, exactly. It's an illusion of trust. Yeah, that these people were trying to build off of pride, out of like trying to like, yeah, exactly. There it is. Exactly. They were trying to misdirect, dissect, is what I heard. Yeah, false teacher, exactly. You see what I'm saying? It's like no matter what, alter style, matter, and beliefs depending on the audience. You see what I'm saying? It's like no matter what the situation is, they try to control their fate. They try to control fate in general. They try to control destiny. They try to control time. That's another thing. They try to control time. They try to control patience. They try to control the space. That's the space. They try to make time. They try to make it seem like they could make time. Exactly. That's what it is. They thought that they were making time to try and absorb somebody else's patience. Like they were trying to block the concept of people being patient, as if that they were the ones that were providing these people time. That's what I'm saying. Face changer persona. It's like these motherfuckers don't understand. So for example, it takes 5 days for a report to go through, right? so they can have a proper warrant and what you call it, start arresting people, not just one person, but everyone that that person is connected to, everyone that that person is talking to protect them, everyone that like that it takes like that much time. The motherfuckers think that they're you know what I mean? Like, whereas the innocents are being patient, they think that they're stealing time. They think they're taking time. Want to be bishop? There they are. You see, now their master as energy came through. That's who they worship. That's who these niggas worship. Remember what I was saying? Like, these niggas is bitches. So they're really witches, right? Because they want to oversee a situation. There it is, who is it they worship? The one with the actual pride. The one who was selling the pride. Yeah, the one who was making all these people, all these niggas believe that they could sell their pride. Wannabe bishop persona, aka wizard, uses moral authority or religious standing to control others. See what I said? Remember when I said when I talked about moral? These people really want to believe like there's some sort of moral to the story. Next time, don't be there for people. Next time, don't have friends. Next time, die. Like that, like they want to believe as if this is like anyone's gonna believe that that's the moral of the story. I like, they think I'm gonna sit here depressed, like, wow, I guess I really do have to die. Oh my gosh. Wow, I guess I really do. They think that that's really my attitude. They really think that I'm sitting here like, oh my gosh, I really can't live my life. Oh no, poor me. Oh, I've just really been through so much and I'm just so, they really think that's me. They think it's not them, they think it's me. They can't look at themselves in the mirror and see how it's them. And that's how they even got the concept to begin with. Because where the fuck did I give these people concepts that I was just struggling? Where did I give these people? Didn't I say I moved here? I was trafficked into the US. I came here on my own. I did everything by myself. Where the fuck am I struggling at? I'm the one that was giving these motherfuckers money. I'm the one who was giving them something to eat. I'm the one that's giving them something to smoke. I'm the one that's giving them something to talk about. I'm the one that's giving them something to speak on. Where the fuck is it that I'm the one struggling? I'm healing just fine. No infections here. I'm the one that's manifesting the jobs for them to get. I'm the one that's opening up the streetways for them to walk by. These motherfuckers are sitting there thinking that I'm the one struggling. They're the ones that are struggling, obviously. If I'm telling you I could be more successful in a third world country and you're in a first world country struggling, who is the one that's more successful, me or you? These people really don't understand security. Let me tell you what the glory is that I'm holding. It's the glory that God is the giver of patience. God is the giver of adaptability. God is the giver of the resources. God is the giver of all of it. All I ever did was accept what God was going to give me, gave me, and already had given me. These people want to throw their pride at my glory. These people want to throw their bullshit stories, their issues, their problems at my testimony. They want to look at me and say like I'm lying about surviving child trafficking and child marriage. So now I know you're the one involved. Isn't it your great uncle that decided to sell your great niece into the slave trafficking system so that you would end up in this situation, nigga? So it's your fault. These people don't want to accept this. I'm like, so when your uncle was raping your sister and you didn't say shit about it, who do you think they were connected to when they were selling those videos to? Isn't it the same slave system and the child trafficking system that tried to child traffic me? So when you didn't say shit about your sister getting raped, or your brother getting raped, or your niece getting raped, or your cousin getting raped, or all these people getting raped by all those people. Like, type shit. That's where I'm coming from in the situation. You know, when these individuals were lying about who was in Palestine and who was in Israel and who their great uncle was that raped their great niece and so on and so forth, do they think that they really weren't getting karma for being part of the slave trafficking system? 90% of the population receives income from that system. The money that they're making is mostly off of child trafficking and slavery. These people really want to act like they're not involved, when, honey, they're the clue. They're the main clue. There's people in this country searching for their brothers and sisters, their aunties and uncles that were put in slave trafficking system. And you know how they're gonna find their clue? Was when these motherfuckers die. Is when these motherfuckers fess up. Is when these motherfuckers go to jail. So you think we're gonna sit here and wait until they're gonna go to jail? The patience is given to the justice system and the protocol. We're waiting on the protocol. We're obedient to God through the protocol. These people really think that they're not involved, or they think that they can hide or make it an opportunity for themselves. They really think that they can really make it an opportunity for themselves. So when these trans folks, let's say there's these trans folks, right? There's people who got kidnapped for trans slavery, right? Trans slavery. There's real trans slavery systems out here. They try to take their children, try to force them into transsexuality, and then try to slave trade them through the system because it's a fucking kink. So now there's a trans slave system, right? Now, they're thinking that they're not involved because they're trans, or the other person is trans, or their brother is trans. So their brother who became trans knows the doctor that helped another doctor that works within a system that another doctor who's in the slave trade system, but they didn't say shit. They think they're not involved because they didn't say shit, but they knew. Please. This is what these people don't understand. They want to say everything is all connected until it actually connects to them. They don't want to see it. But when I was being, taken away because Epstein's fucking people were talking to me in Miami on some, do you want to be a model? We'll take you to an island. We'll give you this and this and this and this. And I near dear almost said yes. They want to act like they didn't know, they didn't see. When I was going through, when they put me on a boat and I was in Maldives and all that shit like that, they put me there for a couple hours. And then they quickly took me on some other section of when all that shit was going down, they want to act like they ain't see nothing. They ain't know nothing. They not involved. I can prove that all these motherfuckers is directly involved. Everyone is directly involved somewhat way or the other. You either repent about what the fuck you did in this situation, or you literally go to hell. It's in the Bible. These people don't want to see how they're not innocent within something. See, it's being shown now. They don't want to accept how they're not blameless within a situation. They don't want to see their involvement. Well, how was it that I was involved? All I ever did was fuck with that bitch and fuck with that nigga, and we were inside and no. Well, did you or did you not punch her in the fucking face? Did you or did you not steal her shit? Did you or did you not hide the sequence of events? Did you or did you not watch all this go down? Did you or did you not do that to your family members? Did you or did you not? Like, these people don't want to accept the fact that they were sitting there being prideful over somebody else's glory. They don't want to accept the fact that they look psychotic as fuck, celebrating, thinking that they're just because they're laughing psychotically, right? Just because they're laughing psychotically in a situation doesn't mean that they're winning anything. Like, what's not understood? They're laughing there psychotically. People are looking at them, oh, maybe they're winning some. No, they're actually crazy. They're the ones that are crazy. The situation where I'm coming into the apartment, imagine I'm coming into apartment, coming to the front desk. I have to ask the front desk worker for the key to the apartment so that I can open I said key to the apartment. Key to the what you call it? Lockbox, so that I can check for my mail, just in case the eviction stuff is there, right? But I can't even ask for that because the front desk worker is laughing psychotically at the bruised tenant's face. So she's discriminating. Not only am I being discriminated against, I can't also check my mail because they're hoarding the mail. This isn't the first time they're doing this. They're committing mail fraud. And they're laughing psychotically. And because they're laughing psychotically, the stupid idiots who believe that they're gonna get away with the situation, get away with bullying and beating up people, think they're winning something because the person who is committing mail fraud is laughing psychotic. And this is the thing. They think they're winning, like they think they're fully like they think they're doing something. They're buying new stuff. They've stolen money and they're buying new stuff for their apartments. And they're thinking that the police records aren't writing it down, that the bank statements aren't showing how they've stolen money. They think that it's not showing. They think, well, if it's shown, they would have been here. You see where they have a logical fallacy? They think that reality works the way that they want it to work. They really believe so. They don't understand that policy makes it known that if they're stealing something, that they're supposed to wait to watch how many people they're stealing it from, how many people they think they can get away with it about, who it is that they're really stealing from, who is the one that really needs to be protected, and all this. There's a blacklist and there's a white list. The people that they're stealing from are being put in the white list. I'm in the white list. They're blacklisted. You see the difference? The assortment is sorting itself out. They're thinking that they're playing some sort of karmic role where they're winning. That's why they're spending 50, 60 years in the same place, dying on EBT. They think they're doing something. The police is looking at where they're working and who they're getting work from, looking at how they're getting those positions and who those companies are working for. Then they're blacklisting a whole bunch of people, and a bunch of other people that they're stealing from are being whitelisted. Then they're wondering, why is it that their circle is so small? And how is it that it's never expanding? And how is it that they're going around? It's like crazy. These people, these individuals that are being blacklisted are receiving karma. They're getting karma. Yeah, because they lack emotional intelligence, emotional intellect, which has to do with wisdom. And that has to do with a degree of some sort, a degree of wisdom, awareness of academics. That's what it is, an academic rapport. They lack in great academic rapport. But they assume that other people who are with academic rapport cannot adapt to their negligence. So it's like saying book smart and street smart, right? It's like being like, oh, like I'm not street smart, but I'm book smart in a situation, right? But the reality of the situation is that there's no such thing as being street smart for real. You're either academically powerful or you're not. And these people are not academically powerful. They don't understand the range of resources that are available to them. But they assume the range of resources that are available to people who are profitable, who live a profitable life. See? They disobey alignment. And then they assume that people with profitable lives had ever done such a thing. They assume that. It's all going back to sender, that bullshit. Yeah, hermit. That's it. Yeah. Their whole thing was to plagiarize off somebody else's strength in a situation. Idolater. Trying to replace true source. Allegiance to false sources. Self-obsessed. It's like when you can prove that blue is the color blue, right? So you build a hex code, you know what I mean, for the color blue and all that jazz. But someone who is colorblind is trying to make it seem as if that there's no reason as to why you should name the color blue, as if that there's no purpose to it because of what they see as different. Like, they want to imply a suggestion that incurs without consent. And that literally is involuntary. And so they've been projecting involuntariness onto one's own academic retribution, one's own academic success. So, for example, it's like I was mentioning like measurement. So, for example, it's like men who their dick gets hard, right? But then they want to look at women and be like, oh, it's just doing that. It's natural for no reason. Actually, we know the reason why it's happening because they clearly are attracted to something about a situation. It doesn't have to be what is seen or what is directly understood. It can be anything about a situation or circumstance, but they don't want to accept the fact that, yeah, that they were attracted. It's like, for example, it's like a wife beater is attracted to beating their wife. That's why they got the wife, to beat them, to make them their punching bag. That's what turns them on. It literally turns them on when they see the face of women being beaten and distraught. It literally makes their dick hard. They jack off to it. They think about it. They sit there and come to it. That's the type of shit that they don't want people to know. That's why I became a fucking dominatrix. Because I needed to know. I needed to know every single thing that these motherfuckers really thought was turning them on. Because my whole life, they lied to me and tried to make it seem like it was just my age. Oh, you're 9 years the fuck old. That's why they're attracted to you. Now I had to feel guilty because I was 10 years old and some nigga, his dick was getting hard every time he was near me. I had to feel guilty for being 10 years old. So now they want me to feel guilty for being in their vicinity to where they can hit me and abuse me at. Like an animal. Like a fucking animal. So that's what they believe in? Cages? They need to be put in a fucking cage then. See why they're slaves? They believe that I, me, a woman, has to be aware of them and my surroundings around these niggas. Maybe they need to be put in fucking cages then, not me. You see how that works? I'm not a menace to society where I have to be looked at as if I'm going to go around and rape women and beat women up and rape them. If I don't have access to women to beat them up, then as if I'll go and rape them or I'll go and what the fuck? Clearly, I'm not the one that has to be put in a cage. You see how they've proven their slavery and obedience and allegiance? That's the source that they believe in. That's their God, their master. The one who be telling them that this is okay. That it's okay to beat people up. It's okay to kill them, to destroy them. Even though the commandment says, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill. The one who tells them, no, don't worry about it, type shit. That's who they worship. Then they want to act like God is going to save them. Why don't they go and look for their false ass savior, their false ass teacher who told them it was okay to rape, steal, cheat, lie, beat women up? Why don't they go and look for them? Why don't they go and obey them? The fuck? Yeah, there's judgment on their false ass alignments. They thought that being prideful or around somebody else's glory was going to give them the same glory. That's what it was. They thought that that's how you siphon. You pretend as if you're having fun around somebody else's demise, or pretend like as if you're having fun around somebody else's success, and that's how they'll get the glory. That's how they thought they were getting glory. Yeah, devil energy. They thought that was clever. That was them being steadfast. That's what they thought steadfastness meant. They thought that steadfastness meant when you run after somebody else's belongings and then shove them and hit them and can try to kill them for their own belongings. Imagine trying to kill me for my iPad. Trying to kill me for my fucking iPad. And then you're gonna go around and think that you're rich? Nigga, you the brokest nigga alive. African children get iPads for free. For free. And that's what they thought that was gonna make them look good. As if. And that these stupid bitches who laugh at me, keep laughing, bitch. Keep laughing. Type shit. Keep that same fucking energy. Abby, the desperation. The desperation. Because they desperate. They're so fucking codependent. So fucking desperate. Want to act like they're not psychotic. Literally, they want to act like they're not psychotic. They wouldn't even know what that looks like. Yeah, they wouldn't even know what the fuck that looks like. Yeah, they really assume that their happiness is some sort of burden to me. I know for a fact that these motherfuckers don't know what happiness means. Like, I know for a fact there's been studies. The happiness index in the United States of America is the lowest in the world. Is the lowest in the world. I mean, it takes a fucking multi-millionaire to write a book on how to be happy for these people to actually sit there and be like, wow, happiness is a real thing that exists. I know these people aren't happy. I know for a fact. Like, so the desperation, the fucking desperation to try and make it seem as if their grief is anyone else's is insane. Like, I can just go and buy an iPad. Like, it's not that hard. Like, it's not that hard. But they don't want to accept the fact that it's them. They can't go and buy an iPad. They can't go and buy a new phone. They gotta splurge to buy new shit. They gotta splurge. It's a splurge day for them to buy shit. Like, it's crazy. They're definitely not fucking happy. And the shit that they're splurging isn't even their own fucking money, bro. It's not even their own fucking money. They didn't even earn it. It's on some EBT shit, I shit you not. They think that's happiness. But yet they can't keep it. Like, they sad every day. It's crazy. Then they want to convince everyone I'm the one that's depressed because they beat me. That's your boyfriend, bitch. I'm definitely happy. Trust. I'm like, thank God that nigga is not my boyfriend. Thank God that I didn't choose a dumb nigga like that. In fact, thank you, God, for making sure that bitches like that aren't my friends for real. God really showed me who the fuck I really need to be friends with and who isn't my friend. I'm really happy in the situation. I'll heal just fine. I got a new tribal scar up in this bitch. I don't need to get a tattoo. Now what? I'll be fine. I'll grow. I'll adapt. I'll change. They've ruined their whole fucking lives. Their lives had been ruined, thinking that mine was. And I think that's really what it is. No, because the look she gave me when I said, yeah, I was a cam girl for like 3 years so I could survive the whole situation. She's like, I could never do that. Ew. Like, that's what these bitches be online for. She busting it wide open for. At least I'm not pregnant with a basketball field of kids and abortions. I did my shit solo. And the fuck? God called what I did charity. God called what you did stupidity. Learn the difference. Yeah, that's what they keep on trying to act. That's what it is. They keep on trying to act like they are the imposter of the imposter syndrome of a situation. Like that's what it is. It's like imposter syndrome manifest. They want to be the imposter. They want to be a syndrome. They want to be the syndrome. They want to be the syndrome. That they want to be the disorder. They want to be the syndrome. Yeah, they want to be the syndrome. They want the attention. They don't want the entities to have the attention. It's being rebuked now. Yeah, that's what it is. They want to be the syndrome. They want to be the biggest fucking problem. They want to be the biggest fucking loser. Yeah, they want to show. They want to be on cops. They want to be on the next serial killer. They want to be on the most wanted list type shit. It's so fucking, like, it's psychotic. They're fucking psychotic, bro. They're fucking psychotic. They want to be on the next terrorist list. They want to be sought after. That's what it is. They want to be sought after. They want people to look after, like, sought after them. Yo, oh my gosh, bro. I really do see why American law and like is the way that it is. Like these people, like they're people, like the criminals that they got in their system. Now that's different. No, it really is. I see why criminal law, like at this point, I feel like I should study criminal justice. I feel like that's the best way to adapt to the situation is to study criminal justice. I feel like that's the only way to really adapt because I feel like the worst criminals in the world are in fucking America. Like you would think it would be anywhere else, but no, I really think it's America. I think the worst criminals in the world are in America. Yeah. Yep. It's being seen now. Because it's like I wonder what it's like every day of my life. I've lived my life near crime. Like I've lived my life like I can't build a lifestyle near crimes and criminals. I've lived my life trying to get away from these criminals, trying to get away from crime. And it's really giving like Crimea energy, like even mutases. I even heard mutases, mutagen energy. Like I've been living my whole life trying to get away from crime. And it's like I can't build a lifestyle because a lifestyle away from crime is righteous living. But even let's say if I decide to become a nun in a situation, if I became a nun in a situation The next door neighbor, the next door church is gonna be some fucking false ass church. I shit you not. It's like that's what it is that God has been testing me with for so long. And it's like all I really ask for is to live, like, I just want to live a life away from crime. I just want to live my life away from crime. Yeah. Because that's what it is that they think they got pride in their crime. They all got pride in their crime. They're all prideful about what they've done and what it is that they've done to do it, how they've stolen, killed, destroyed to do it. They're also prideful in their fraud. They're so loud about it. They're so like boastful against justice, against the glory of God. And it's like the criminal justice system also hasn't been able to live without crime. You see what I'm saying? It's like the whole country oh my gosh, the whole country done started because of crime. Yeah. I'm a very reasonable person, I'm a very like studious person too. If one person believes that, that it's not a possibility that someone who is blameless and innocent would ever go through so many problems, so much karma, so much bullshit, right? Because they probably have never seen a chosen one before. If they really believe as if a person who is blameless and innocent, who's never done anything wrong, shouldn't have to go through and has never gone through all of these types of situations that I've been through, then let's really look at it. What is it that I've done to deserve crime done against me? What is it that I've done to have crime done against me? Let's start from the ages of 18, right? Strength, temperance, Knight of Swords, or Knight of Wands, Two Pentacles, yeah, nothing. Three Wands in reverse. There's been no direction I've taken towards crime. I've never, except for the one where I bring justice to the innocent and blameless, there's no fucking way that crime begets crime. Okay? Sin does not beget sin. Okay? One sin doesn't cancel out another sin. It doubles it. Crime doesn't beget crime. It doubles it. These people are going to have to understand that that it's purposeless. Crime is purposeless, and when they live a criminal lifestyle, they live a purposeless living. So they make nothing of their life, which means that they are actually neither good nor bad. You see what I'm saying? Which is not happiness. Yeah, it's remorse. That means that they're in limbo. These people think that neither doing good nor bad in life, like flowing like through the trenches and never living in a situation, like that's what I'm saying, like only reacting to what life brings and never being a part of the process, they think is what happiness is. No. NPC shit. That's literally misery. They're miserable, and they want to make it seem as if their misery is opportunity for happiness or something. Fuck that, and I rebuke it. They want to project their misery at happiness. That's the whole point. They want to project their misery at happiness. Like everything that makes people happy, they want to be miserable about it. Bait layer persona leaves tempting opportunities designed to trap. You see what I'm saying? Everything that makes someone happy, they want to make it seem as if it's miserable for them. Oh, it's so miserable for them. Okay, that's okay with us. That's what I'm trying to say. That's fine with us. It's fine with us. Like, they don't want to accept the fact that just because they're miserable doesn't mean that our opportunity has to stop to be happy. We don't have to stop being happy because they're miserable. And that's the reality of the situation, is that they want to act like as if they're waiting for us to be miserable so that they can be happy. No, thank you. We will continue to be happy. They can continue being miserable. That's really what it is. Defrauder. You see what I'm saying? They can be miserable trying to attack us, miserable trying to figure out what to say negatively about us. They can continue being miserable trying to figure out what next to do in life. They can continue to be miserable trying to figure out what's the next thing to make them their dopamine spike. They can keep being miserable trying to figure out what to eat tomorrow, how to sleep the next day. They can keep being miserable trying to figure out how to connect with their loved with the people that they've thrown away, with who that they claim that their loved ones are. They can continue to be miserable trying to figure out how to get on the next trend, how to get on the next wave. They can continue being miserable trying to figure out where their next income is going to come from, how they're going to get money. They can continue being miserable. They can keep being miserable. The misery isn't going to stop the thoughts. The thoughts will continue. They will just be miserable thoughts. It will not be our business. We will continue to have happy, abundant thoughts. The happy, abundant thoughts will continue to come to us instead of them for the rest of their and our lives. That's how it's always going to be forever. They are going to just have to live with their miserable ass lives by themselves, forever, by themselves, on their own, forever. That's what they've reaped for themselves, and that's what the fuck they will sow. No matter what it is that they buy, no matter what it is that they spend on, no matter what it is that they get, no matter what it is they think that they're gonna get, no matter who it is that they think they're gonna talk to, no matter what kind of rape that they think they're gonna have, no matter who it is that's raping them, no matter what it is, they will always be miserable, whatever it is, okay? Contorts self to bind lies to reality, assumes favor beyond ordinance. You see, they are getting no favor in that misery, okay? They get no favor being miserable. They get no favor being miserable, okay? That's the reality of the situation. That's what they've been trying to lie about. They want to lie about how miserable they are and how much favor they get in that misery. The reality is they get no favor. They've always been miserable. Period. And there are gonna be some people, prideful people. You see, mistress. This is my people. Empress that says that they've never been. They've always been miserable, but we know that as children, they don't. No. Let me make this fucking frank and clear. As children, they had the opportunity to clear out their misery from their past lives. They refused to, and they ended up miserable in this life as well. So what does that say? They've always been fucking miserable. That's what I thought. Because they can't try and coordinate past life anything because they lost the opportunity to do so. That's it. These people want to make it seem like they have connection to their past life. They don't even have connection to their current life. You see what I'm saying? They don't even have connection to their current life. Look, they've abused their mother's gifts. Their mother gave birth to them, took care of them, put them in a situation so that they would be stronger, better, wiser. What do? They shit all over their parents. They shit all over their mother. Defrauder. They literally fraud. They literally took what their parents were giving them, lied about what it is that they were giving them, and then acted as if that there was something else that they were giving them, all to throw their parents under the bus for something that they had already given them. So imagine you give your child a spoon just for your child to take a knife, right? Stab themselves, throw the spoon away and say that you stabbed them. You see what I'm saying? Just to say that you, the parents, stabbed them, the child. That's what the fuck these motherfuckers did. The parents gave them something. gave them hope, wishes, dreams, ambitions, joy, gave them family, security, sincerity. They gave them hope, right? Their parents gave them all this, all love. And they took evil from the world, spat in their parents' face, threw what it is their parents gave them, and then acted like it was their parents' fault, acted like it was their mother's fault, their father's fault. That's defrauding. Yeah. They're really fucking miserable, y'all. Yeah. See? They're miserable. Yeah, and stupid. They're miserable and stupid. Yeah. No wonder career transition is coming through. Yeah, prioritize, spread your wings. Yeah, see, patience, career transition. You see what I'm saying? There's patience here because there's time here for there to be a resolve, right? Your life is triggering a blessed career change. This is your life purpose. You see what I'm saying? The life purpose is allowing for the career to change, right? Transition. And so there's like a, oh gosh. The testimony is allowing for the purpose to adapt, right? The testimony is allowing for the purpose to adapt. These people own no testimony. They hold no truth within themselves, right? You see, prosperity is here. Prosperity and moon cycles. So this is something that's coming up. Yeah, hello from heaven. Teaching and learning. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying. There's a moral of the story here. For example, the moral of the story in this situation is that if you keep trying to kill someone who is unkillable, they might figure out a way to make sure for you to never kill again. That's the moral of the story. If you keep trying to defeat someone who is undefeatable, they might try and make it so that you can never stand to fight again. That's what's going on. Yeah, that's the moral of the story they don't want to accept. They don't want to accept like the fact that I've already been overbullied. You know, I've already been overbullied. So me, I already know what bullies are. And they're definitely purposeless. They're definitely people who are like, they're bad kids. They treat their parents bad. They're really fucking sick in the head. Like they bite the hand that feeds them all the time. Like they refuse to accept the fact that they're badass little fucking kids and that they're bullies as an adult that are fucking waste to society, miserable ass motherfuckers. That they have no fucking purpose and serve no kind of fucking society norms ever. And that they will be incarcerated. They don't want to accept the fact that that's just how it goes. They don't want to accept that that's how it goes. Yeah. They think that, you see, and that's where they see there's some sort of riches. You see what I'm saying? There's some sort of riches within a situation. I feel like that's like what they think is glory when actually it's like it's giving finances even. Yeah, victory. See, victory is here. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith in a situation, courage in a situation, right? Take your power back. See, power, leadership. Yeah. What is it that, and safety, what is it that all supports that energy? Sincerity, I'd be authenticity. Yeah. Authentication. That's what it is. There's some, Authenticatorship, authenticatorship. Yeah, process of authentication. Yup, there's some sort of process of authentication. That they wanted to abuse the access to. Basically, they wanted to abuse access to authentication or process of authenticating. So document operations as well. That's basically what it is. Yeah, document operations is what it is. It's like they wanted to have sole proprietorship. That's what it is. Proprietorship. No wonder I saw it as finances. So proprietorship. They wanted to make it seem as if that they could authenticate sole proprietorship to some sort of, yeah, exactly. Period. Something that they were using pride to make it seem like they had sole proprietorship over something, which is that what is it called, like, brazenness. They were being brazen in their action, assuming that that was steadfast, and now it's being caught. Yep, now it's being caught. Now it's being seen how their brazen fucking stupid ass fucking actions. Yeah, exactly. Cycle complete. Because they were being brazen in action, assuming that it was gonna be seen as steadfast, when actually it's being seen as repulsive. That's what it is. So they didn't want it's like, just because they don't know, they assume that other people don't know, so they try to keep projecting the energy as if that they can get away with it. That's the problem. Yeah, they're under judgment for that. It's like, because they're blind, they want to act like everybody else is blind, and then as if that nobody else could see. Like, it's like them being it's like a blind pedophile kind of energy. It's like them, they're on stage, they're blind, and they start touching a little girl, right? Everybody is like, like, everybody's like, what the heck are you doing? Stop. And then they're like, well, I'm not doing anything. Oh, I'm not doing, you can't even see what I'm doing. Oh, like that. You see what I'm saying? It's like they're doing it because they themselves are blind. So they think that they're brazen actions. Then they go onto court and they're like, we all saw you touch that little, oh no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Oh no, I didn't. You know what I mean? It's like, just because they're saying it doesn't mean that it's not true. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's playing, like, yeah. This is the deja vu of the moment of the situation. God is good always. God is good always. I feel like the same situation has happened. I've been here before. So the direction is switching. Yeah. They can't. This is where they were trying to make it seem like they could make time by that loop. Like, this loop. They were trying to make it seem like the loops were time, or time generators. Yeah, they thought they could build karmic loops to cause time generating. They thought that they could generate time through karmic looping. Yeah, it's being rebuked now by trauma bonding, karmic looping, karmic bypassing, all that shit. They thought that they could create time, as if that they were the maker, creator of time. I shit you not. Yeah, there's the victory. It's going to God. Yeah, spiritual understanding, career transition. Yeah, spiritual understanding again, clairvoyance, spiritual sight, heavenly love. Yeah, they wanted to make it seem like as if some sort of growth wasn't glorious. Yeah, they were trying to make it seem like something was unremarkable growth, as if that they could be, as they were trying to compete in remarkability. That's what it is. Yeah. Yep, world in reverse. That's what it is. That's the loop. They wanted to act like they could compete about remarkability of a situation, as if that they could control remarkability of a situation, how something is seen, how something is aware, how something is noticed. Like, yeah, exactly. Two of Pentacles energy. Yeah, they were trying to curate how some sort of remarkability was going to be seen. They were trying to curate like how God was going to glorify something or how God was going to make glory of something. Like they were trying to make it seem like, oh well, if they're going to be glorious, it's only going to be in that space, or if they're going to be glorious like that. Like, oh well, if like that bitch when she looked at me and she was all like, oh well, I would never do that. I could never do that. I'm not like that. So she's a prostitute and I'm not. Let me make it clear why. Because she puts priority on her womb and selling how much it would be to her abusive man, and she's pimping herself out on that behalf. Whereas I know I'm priceless, and my womb and my sacral energy is priceless. So I would show it like a fucking art, like art at a museum instead of selling it. I'm like, this is what you can't touch, and this is what you can't have, and this is what it looks like, and this is what's been done with it, and this is the story about it, and this is who made it. God made it, and this is how it works, like in a book. So, do you see the difference? It's not about how I got away with it. No, it's the fact that it was a part of my destiny and it was my purpose. So they sold themselves and their vaginas off for a bare minimum dick, raping each other like the beast that they are, and somehow I'm supposed to find value in it? No. I'll find value away from it, yeah? You see? And that's what they don't want to accept. That people use them to find value away from them. People look at these fools and idiots and think, wow, I'm so glad I'm not with them. I'm so glad I'm not around them. I'm so glad I don't act like that. And they go around trying to pretend as if it's them. That's what they do. That's what they try to throw pride at. They want to use the same words, do their psychotic ass laugh, and then think that they're doing something. They're there. They're going to be there. They're going to be forever dying there. Like it's statistically proven that these individuals will never, ever, ever be able to escape their misery. It's statistically proven that half of these individuals die by the time they hit 40. It's statistically proven. It's statistically proven, oh. It's statistics. It's been proven. So, yeah. That's what they want to make seem as if it's their karma. That we got to be patient for them to know. Our patience is for something else. They can't make time on our behalf. That's it. It's over. I'll see you guys in the next video.